Thanks for joining us. I'm Lorelei Shamayo. This is the MeWe Metaphysical and Wellness Fairs. We have fairs throughout the Northwest in Seattle, Portland, Salem, Eugene, and also online. We interview our practitioners and our vendors so you get a chance to know who we are before you meet us at an event. I'm here today with Wyatt Larsen. Wyatt, it's great to be with you. So
It's good to be here too.
So tell us, what is it that you do? What do you share at our events?
So I'm a shamanism practitioner. At the events when I attend, I'm going to be providing, mini sessions and runic power retrievals, which is basically like I go in and basically ask the spirits like what rune or power that they need throughout their life or in this little moment of life. And then they'll get like a little talisman, so a little like runic thing to take with them. And then I will also be providing mediumship sessions, both individual and group sessions. So it's just something that falls within the shamanic realm, and that's really what I've been wanting to do all my life, really. So
maybe say a little bit more about that. Like what is the awareness or the draw that you felt all your life, and how has it opened for you professionally? And
yeah, so I've been pretty much since a child, I've been researching anything spiritual. Just basically when I was 8 years old, started off with like crystals and Atlantis, which really just like led to my heavy use of crystals in my practice. It was kind of fun there. And then a few years ago, I got in a car wreck and had a near-death experience. And everything that I've been doing throughout my entire life kind of just came to a head spiritually. And it was just really came to that apex, like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is your life. And so later that year, I contacted my teachers who, Jim and Roxanne of Sacred Hoop Ministries in Colorado, and they helped me begin my path of shamanic training. And then recently I went down to Peru for a plant medicine ceremony, and again had another near-death experience. And this was where it was really apparent to me that this is my path, this is who I am. And so the spirits were really supportive in that, and they really helped push me forward in creating my practice and really putting my name out there and wanting to help people and be of service. So it's just really kind of cool. And ever since then, things have been like opening up, and it's just really kind of cool.
Wow, amazing. And then mediumship,
Yeah.
how does mediumship become part of this, or again, something that's always been here?
Yeah, so I really don't know what else to call it other than mediumship, but through shamanic training, we enter a trance. And so when entering a trance, we go into the other worlds, and part of this is crossing the veil. So when we cross the veil, we are pretty much in tune and intact with any of the spirits, their facets that are still behind, even though they've been reincarnated, and we can still talk to these people. And I really don't know what else to call it other than mediumship. So it's just there, but we can enter and talk to these spirits. And sometimes it's not a family member or relative who comes through, but it's a message that those people need.
Mm-hmm. Great. So with mediumship, right, I have an idea of why people might want to do sessions with you. Maybe in terms of the shamanic work, are there particular types of questions or topics that people want to explore, or how does that go?
So a few people I've noticed like recently been coming up to me about like questions of love, which is really a popular question if you're a reader whatsoever. And so when going through that, I have found a lot that the spirits are very helpful when it comes to that, but they also say, walk in your own power, and what will come to you will come to you. And so it's really kind of interesting sometimes that a lot of the questions that I get is really more focused, like the answer is more focused towards the practitioner, towards you, or not the practitioner, excuse me, the client. And it's like, start walking your own power. This is what you need, this is not, and this is what you'll get. This is the answer to your question, and you will receive what you're looking for. But you need to start this path, or you need to start doing this. And that's where true happiness comes from. That's where the true joy and power and strength comes from.
Oh, that's great. And then the little pieces that you give people, you said a word that sounded like runes. Are they runes, or is it?
Yes, they are. So I myself, my ancestral line is Nordic. And so I have this deep affinity to the runes. So when I was going in and asking, like, hey, what should I be providing for these fair experiences? And the spirits basically said, hey, you're going to provide runes. I'm like, what does that mean? And so they walked me through this entire process, and it's really cool. And practicing it is really kind of interesting. And a lot of people find themselves like really attached to these runes after a while. And so they just get these little talismans to carry with them. And sometimes it sits on a stand or whatnot, but a lot of times people carry it in a pocket and they find that power throughout the day.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, it's lovely hearing about all that you're doing and the way this showed up in your life. And, sometimes we have challenging experiences that provide great openings for us.
Yep. Oh yeah. The challenges are out there.
If people want to connect with you online, connect with you and learn more about your work, where do they go?
So I have a website that they can definitely go to. It's sacredcyclehealing.com. They can go there. I run a blog. They can contact me. My phone number is also 719-650-8718. And my email is also on the website, sacredcyclehealing@gmail.com. And then there's also a Facebook and an Instagram, and there will be also links in the website. So they can find me on numerous different platforms and always contact me through any of them. So
great. It's great. And they can also experience your sessions at our MeWeFairs. So for those of you listening and watching, we're at MeWeFair.com. And we look forward to being with you. And thank you so much, Wyatt. It was lovely chatting.
Fantastic to be here. Thank you. Thank you.